Hello, it's Marvin. Welcome back to the channel. Back here on YouTube doing the 2025 Big Ten predictions. It is championship weekend. As we get into it, it's number one, Ohio State 12-0 in the country. Number two, Indiana in the country. It's a college football playoff matchup. Potential for a college football playoff preview between these two teams. Maybe it's the first time they play. Maybe it's the second time they'll play again. Who knows? The question is, between these two teams, Ohio State playing their sixth Big Ten championship, which is a Big Ten record since they started the championship game back in 2011. And if you take a look at the numbers of the games they've won in the Big Ten championship, the number of losses they've had for Ohio State, one loss in the Big Ten championship since they've been there 6 times. They've won 5 and lost 1. Their only loss came back in their first one was in 2013. They've won the other 5. They've won the other 4 though. So being the 600 round though, it's gonna. I think the question stands as this for these two teams. You have two quarterbacks, Julian Sayin, who's a young quarterback, and then you have Fernando Mendoza, who's they say is the favorite to the Heisman Trophy. I saw Fernando Mendoza when he played against Iowa this year when Indiana came to Iowa City. He did not look like Heisman winner. He threw a pick in the game, didn't play well. Indiana win 20 to 15 in an ugly way. It was a very ugly loss for Iowa. But Iowa kept it close in that game. And I don't think he's going to be a Heisman Trophy favorite just because of that. But I do think there's a way that he could win the Heisman, though. Potentially. We'll find out. But the two teams unbeaten. And here's the thing. We've seen teams like Indiana in the past that have gone 12-0 in the Big Ten. You have likes of Wisconsin, Iowa that have just done it, going 12-0. And they've found ways to play good in the Big Ten Championship. Iowa, when they went 12-0 back in 2015, 10 years ago, they played against Michigan State, a tough team. Michigan State was tough. Michigan State came out, played well, but Michigan State just found a way to win that matchup. And would have been with a long drive to win the game and score a touchdown late. For Wisconsin, when they lost Ohio State a few years back, when they were 12-0, they got beaten big time, Wisconsin, in that matchup against Ohio State. And there's something you can say about this. Indiana, they're walking into a territory where they've never been, in territory in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium, that they've never been in a Big Ten championship. And that I think that's the good question is, how can Indiana maintain their goals of winning this game and not let Ohio State, their opponent, get in their heads? Ohio State's defense is a bit better. I think the question is which quarterback plays good this week? Which of the two quarterbacks will make mistakes? I think it comes down to which quarterback makes the least amount of mistakes in this game. It's going to come down to which team makes the least amount of mistakes. And that's also going to come down to which defense can hold the pressure against their team, against their opponent. That being said, I think Ohio State wins this matchup and gets to 13-0 on the year and gets the number 1 overall seed. Indiana, this is not an elimination game for them for the big playoff race. It's a game that even if they lose, they'll still make the playoff. But the question is, where will they be seated come Sunday? That's the question. I'm taking Ohio State, though, in this one. With that being said, that is the 2025 Big Ten predictions for championship week. I'll see you right back here for the college football playoff predictions, predictions in a few weeks on Thursday, in about 2 weeks from today. Next week, no Big Ten predictions. The following week, we'll have predictions for the Big Ten for the playoffs, for teams that made the playoffs. Then after that, bowl game predictions and Big Ten teams that are in the playoffs throughout the postseason, which we will do here. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye for now. Have a good day. Stay safe, and peace out. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in a few weeks. Bye.